All right. Fantastic. So welcome everyone to today's webinar. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about direct mail and its importance in 2024 and beyond. For those that were with us at the top 500, you might have heard that lead generation seems to be a little bit down, and some are preparing for leads to dry up. And to prepare for this type of lead environment, there was a lot of talk about going back to the basics and embrace those tried and true lead channels that have consistently delivered results, such as canvassing and referrals. Now, when we discuss back to basics, it's important to not overlook direct mail. It's too easy to underestimate the enduring impact of a well-crafted physical message. Direct mail is a key marketing channel that continues to prove its worth. So today we're going to talk all about it. We're going to be here to explore how this timeless marketing channel continues to deliver consistent and reliable results. So we'll discuss why direct mail and some hard to ignore facts, the top 3 direct mail trends for 2024, direct mail campaigns that we saw during this year, 2023, initiatives for next year, 7 best practices when doing direct mail, and how to make the most of your direct mail strategy. And again, we're finalizing the webinar with a Q&A session, so feel free to jot in your questions to the chat. So starting off with the basics, why direct mail, right? Well, direct mail is a gem. It's seen by everyone. And the truth is, people read their mail, right? It has a 95% engagement rate, and it has shown to inspire action, boost brand visibility, and drive revenue for your business. The direct mail market is expected to continue to grow from $42.8 billion in 2021 to $46.3 billion in 2026 and reach almost $48 billion in 2031. So that highlights the continued effectiveness of this marketing method. And if you're not convinced yet, I have some hard to ignore facts for you. 64% of consumers say direct mail has inspired them to take action, such as visiting a website or a physical location. 80% of consumers share direct mail with their family and friends, making it more viral than you think. 89% of marketers have increased or maintained direct mail investments in the last year. And not only that, but 67% of marketers say direct mail is their highest ROI. Not only that, but 98% of people check their mail daily, 72% bring it in as soon as possible, and 77% sort through their mail immediately. That's a lot different than email marketing, right? And it's not here on the slide, but did you know that 54% of consumers keep an interesting piece of mail and refer back to it later? That's a great stat, and it speaks very well about direct mail. However, it is important that direct mail will work its best if you have a robust and well-planned strategy. So we know that for this coming year, 2024, we have 3 main trends that you need to plan for: personalization, QR codes and technology, and digital follow-up. So on personalization, we know that 68% of consumers are more likely to engage with personalized pieces. 39% of consumers are likely to scan a QR code on a direct mail piece. And this figure rises to 44% for age groups 35 to 54. And third, direct mail paired with digital campaigns produce 28% higher conversions and boosts response by 450%. Talk about a good stat, right? And although this is not a trend per se, it's definitely something to keep in mind as you're planning your 2024 budgets. 2024 is an election year. This will drive digital marketing costs through the roof because of the supply and demand of advertising. So make sure that when you're building your strategy for next year, you're flexible, you're embracing cross channels, and you're getting creative, not only with the channels that you're using, but with the offers that you're doing. But you don't have to do this by yourself, because here at gFour, we've got you covered, right, Dustin?
Yes. All right. Thank you, Michelle, for the great info. And mic check, you can hear me well, Michelle?
Yeah, perfect.
So let's see, I got to move this out of the way. All right, so everyone on the call knows, that we've been doing direct mail for you, our clients, for a long time now. The appreciation packages, we do the referral rewards letters, and the quarterly print newsletters. Well, some of you are asking us to do more. So last year we announced our monthly holiday mailers, and a lot of you took advantage of those campaigns. Probably, many of you on the call today. So we had a direct mail option available for you each month of the year this last year. So throughout the year, we've been testing, different layouts on these direct mailers, different designs, calls to actions, themes, sizes of the mailer, and so on. And we saw some really great results. And I'm going to share with you some of those case studies and those results that we received back from our clients here with you in a moment. And as you can see on my slide here, the Labor Day mailer example, we are following these trends that Michelle talked about to optimize each mailer to get the best response for you. Right, so every mailer is going to be personalized to the homeowner, of course, branded for you, of course, too. They include a QR code, so it's easy for that homeowner to take action. And we are digitally integrated, meaning after the direct mailer, we're going to follow up with this with 3 customized emails. Okay. And then here are 4 case studies that our clients helped us put together based on their feedback from these different campaigns throughout this last year. So case study number 1, this was our St. Patrick's Day campaign that we did back in March. So this client made $40,000 in sales on a $2,800 campaign spend, right? So very solid ROI. Case study number 2, this client had 8 sales for a total of $72,000, and they spent just a little over $1,300 on this mailer. Number 3 here had 21 sales for a little more than $157,000 and only spent $1,175 for those results. And then lastly, number 4 here, they issued 11 appointments, sales appointments from this campaign, closed 7 of them. Right? So that's about a 64% close rate on these appointments, which is the other thing with this type of marketing campaign, right? We love our previous customers. They're the best leads, right? So a 64% close rate, and they were able to bring in $123,200. And again, they only spent $23.87. And a pretty cool note on this one, they had a previous customer that came back to them that had been 14 years since their last project, and they moved forward with a new job of $34,000. So right, a lot of gold in that previous customer database. So again, as you can see, all of these produce huge ROI, and the marketing spend on these is very very low. Okay. So because of the success of these mailers last year and the opportunity we see, as Michelle mentioned, going forward for next year in 2024, we added even more options for you. So every month we will have a direct mail campaign available. Plus, we still have the quarterly print newsletters that we're doing. And Michelle's going to share with you in a minute some of the differences in strategy between the newsletter and these mailers. And you can see the calendar here and what campaigns will be available to you. In March, we have a couple options. We have the St. Patrick's Day and a March Madness sale, which personally I love basketball and I'm Irish, so tough to pick there. We have the Mother's Day and Father's Day campaigns, a 4th of July, a back to school in the summer. So again, every month we will have an option or even 2 like we do in March, November, and December for you. Okay. And then here's the extra good news. So we've been working with our fulfillment partners to negotiate better rates for all of us. So we have an advantage because we are doing this at scale, right? We're doing this for many of you. So it's very, very large scale. So basically, the more we do, the better per piece rate we get. And then we're going to pass those savings along to you. So you're going to have an option where you can either sign up for 1 campaign at a time, or 4, or 6, or 12. And the more you do, the more you'll save. Okay. And remember, this isn't just a postcard that we're doing, right? We do it all. It's a full solution, design, content, email follow-up. We are sticking with those trends we talked about, managing your list. We do everything. So pricing as I mentioned, we have different bundle options, 4, 6, and 12. So wasn't able to fit all of them on one slide. So here we are showing you pricing for if you do one campaign, and then also if you do the 12 pack. So the other variable here is how many previous customers do you want to send this to? So you can see if you're doing one direct mail campaign to 1,000 past customers, it's $1.20 per piece. If you're doing that one mailer to 5,000 past customers, it goes down to $1 per piece. And then for the bundle, the 12 pack, it drops down to $1.03 per piece if you're doing 1,000, and then all the way down to 83 cents per piece if you're sending this out to 5,000 past customers, and then on down the line. Right. So we're not showing all the different pricing and options, and it's going to be different for everyone based on the size of your customer database and how far back do you want to go, and the different strategies. So what I recommend is after the webinar, reach out to your relationship manager, or we can reach out to you and schedule a strategy session with them. And then we can show you all the bundle and saving options, and again, just put a plan in place that makes the most sense for you. The reason we're doing this webinar now, this is about planning and budgeting for next year. So again, I encourage you, let's not wait. Let's get on a call and get started putting a plan together right away. And the other thing too, there's small setup fee and design fees to get these mailers created for you. So if you commit by the end of this year, we can put together a plan, and you commit by the end of this year, we're going to waive those setup fees for you. Because again, for us, it helps us out a lot when we can let our fulfillment center know what to expect and what kind of volume we're looking at. And once again, if we can save because of our volume, because of our group, we're just going to pass it along right to all of you. Okay. So I'm going to pass this back to Michelle. And again, we're going to save some time for question and answers at the end of this. So feel free, if you have anything's top of mind, go ahead and put it in the chat box, and we'll get to it here at the end.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dustin. So as you can see, here's like a little fan of some of the options that we have for next year. They look super cool. Designs are proven, are tested, and they're really eye-catching. So now that we've shown what's on the pipeline for 2024, I'm going to talk a little bit about best practices. So from our experience, we know that some of the best practices for direct mail are using strong offers, using high dollar amounts instead of percentages off, using the word free as part of your offer makes magic, as well as including financing. Also, if you're a replacement contractor, using before and after pictures when possible is a great strategy. Altering the types of offers that you do on the mailer. So for example, if you decide to do the 12 pack, altering the offers that you do each month will help you get a better conversion on those. And of course, diversifying your direct mail strategy. Whoops. Sorry, this is not moving. All right. So a couple of slides back, I mentioned that with 2024 being an election year, it'll be very important to embrace different channels and get creative, right? But you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Direct mail has an average of engagement rate of 95%, and it's interacted with at least 4 times when it's at the home. So getting creative can be as easy as letting us help you craft a strong direct mail and digital follow-up strategy to extract value from your most valuable asset, which is your pool of past customers. Our clients that see over 50% of their revenue coming from repeat and referrals have a consistent direct mail strategy that includes direct mailers with strong call to actions and offers with expiration dates and that create a sense of urgency, as well as print newsletters to all of their client base every single quarter. Both pieces will allow you to be inside the home. Both pieces will allow you to stay top of mind. The difference is that the print newsletters, because it's a softer sale and it has like the, like the movie trivia and all of that good stuff, lingers in the home for an average of 2 weeks. While the direct mailers that we were presenting a bit ago create FOMO, right? They create a sense of urgency because they have an expiration date and they're like a strong call to action. So they inspire, quick action on the homeowner side. Both are great strategies to use in 2024, especially when coupled with each other. So once you define your 2024 direct mail marketing strategy, make sure that you're making the most of it by letting your team know about the offer and about the timing, calling after the mailer. We have scripting for you. So, you know, if you want to put this strategy in place and you need some help on that scripting side, please let us know and we'll send you some. Track and measure the results. We will offer tracking numbers and QR codes on those direct mailers, but for these types of campaigns, your call center or the person handling inbound calls is your main ally, asking the right questions. And of course, we can guide you through that process. And repeat, your relationship managers are ready to help you set up this 2024 marketing strategy for you. So feel free to reach out to them anytime. All right. So as a recap, direct mail is said to be more relevant than ever in 2024. So it's really important to plan and get ahead of your competition. You already know the facts. You already know the trends. You already know the results that we've seen, and you know how we can help. We are ready to help you take your marketing strategy and results to the next level this coming year. And why not? Maybe you can start this year. Because we still have some time to lock in the holiday mailers for the end of this year. So if you haven't yet and you're interested in those, please get with your relationship manager about this year's holiday mailers because there's still time to lock yours in.